The Students' Ethics Debates is an innovation for this conference. It's based on something that's been working in America for the last few years, the Students' Ethics Bowl. But what we're doing is we're getting students from around the world meeting together for a couple of days before the conference, and they have ethical dilemmas that they have to work through. But each team will be multinational. So each team will contain perhaps, say, someone from Colombia, from Cambodia, from France, from Nigeria, from America, from New Zealand. Mixing up very different. So as those students are working through those debates, they're going to learn from each other about what is ethical archaeology in a way that you cannot learn from a book. You just cannot learn in the same way. And what we're doing is we're creating an environment where people are teaching each other. So we're not filling the empty vessels, although there will be a bit of that, and there'll be some nice scientific, announcements and so on during the Congress. But we're teaching people, giving people a platform or an environment in which they can teach and learn from each other. And that has to be the best way of learning, because it becomes part of your understanding of the world. It's not something you learn by rote, you just know. And so we're really wanting to do that. Some of those younger students will have fantastic careers. They will be leaders in their own countries, no question. And we want those leaders to have the best possible training. And they cannot get it without your help. They can't get it without our help, because they just can't get to this kind of venue, this kind of event. And this big WAC Congress, it only happens every 4 years. The next one will be 2017. And the bids for that are coming from Japan, Australia, Canada, and possibly India. So if they don't get to this conference, they're 4 years down the track. Their degree is finished, their PhD is finished. It's really critical for those people. What do students get out of attending a WAC Congress? Firstly, they get to listen to some of the finest minds in the world directly. They get an opportunity to meet those people. They get an opportunity to ask them questions. They get to meet each other, so they get to be part of a network of students that are global, that can teach each other. So they become part of a system of sharing knowledge amongst themselves. They get training. So we're going to have workshops, professional workshops, on really critical issues like how to find funding. What are the sources of funding outside your country? If you're living in Thailand or Sri Lanka or Botswana, where can you go for funding? Well, Wona Grand Foundation is one, but people in those countries don't always know. So we can help them, and I'm doing a workshop on that. And that will be streamed live, so people from anywhere will be able to learn from that. And everything that I know, I will tell there. And the other people that I've invited, Peter Beale, who's co-convening, and so on, we will share our knowledge as openly as we can. Students, some of them will be published. Some of them will present and prepare papers that are good enough to be published. However, if you're from a country that doesn't speak English as a first language, getting published in an English language venue is really, really hard. But one of the things that WAC does, and we have done it routinely over the last, since we existed, is we help people to get their English up to scratch so that it's publishable quality, academic publishable quality. We rewrite. Anne Pyburn, who was the editor of Archaeologies, and Nick Shepherd as well, I'm sure have spent a scary amount of hours rewriting, helping people to write their papers, to get their ideas out in the best possible format. You think about it, I don't speak Spanish. If I was trying to write something in Spanish, it would be horrible. Well, it would be truly horrible. So I need help. Well, people need help, other people need help, and we're giving that help. And in return, they're giving help too. So they're translating things into their languages, or the students here, a lot of them are doing voluntary jobs, guiding people, being on the doors, being on the stands, doing things to actually help pay their way, help them. So they're contributing themselves. We're contributing, WAC is contributing, the students are contributing, and we're asking you to contribute as well. But you will also get a product from that. You'll get access to the conference. You'll get to see the people that you're helping. You'll get to see them in action. You'll get to watch the students debate, watch them preparing, and see what they think and learn. Have the pleasure of watching people there who would not be there except for your help. Thank you.